Hello one and all, this is Hybridsteel, and this is my review of Game Beasts. Now this game came out last year. Now I did do a review of it, but since I've moved channel I'm having to redo it as well. So if this review is right up your street, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And please hit the notifications button for all other updates. Now without further ado, let's get it on. Now, Game Beasts is a multiplayer beat-em-up party game developed by Buoy and published by Double Fine Presents. The game released on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux and PS4 in December 2017. So like I said, when I first did this, I actually bought this game brand new when it first came out. The game itself at the time was an absolute pain in the arse. Got to be completely honest, the servers never worked properly. We were lucky to get a game, and most of my review was spent doing footage of the multiplayer aspect between me and my brothers. Now, as you can see, the servers are alive and slightly better than they were last time, so it's a lot more of a more appealing game for all PS4 users right now to play this game. Occasionally you will get disconnected, but these come with lag issues depending on other people's connection, so you do have to take that into consideration when you're playing against others online. Now we get into the gameplay part of things. Right, Game Beasts is a multiplayer beat-em-up party game with gelatinous characters. As you can see, they're wobbling around. These characters are fully customizable. Colour, clothes, beards, hair, everything else you can put onto your character. You can customize it. So it comes with a huge array of all things that you can add. And at the end of the day, it's actually quite nice to have this much customization. Basically, the whole game is basically beating up your... the people on the screen. That is the whole thing. You go into wrestling rings, sides of billboards, moving trucks. The whole game is basically built on hazardous areas. So if you're unfortunate enough to be thrown through the meat grinders in one level, unfortunately your character will probably end up looking like a chewed up zombie by the end of it. So basically the whole thing with this is that it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be one of those games you just sort of lose all your cares and just carry on playing this game to a point where you're just happy throwing people off of buildings or wrestling rings. The whole game itself is, as said, it's a little bit buggy here and there, but they have cleaned it up since it was first released, because like I said before, the first release of this game was absolutely diabolical. And I'm sort of glad they've been sorting the servers out. There are still issues, but there are still updates coming through for stability things, because unfortunately we still need those stability things because the game's still a little bit ropey online. Now, as a party game, when it comes to you and your friends, definitely get it. This game is one of those ones that you should definitely enjoy. Hours of fun. It's ragdoll physics. The controls are a little bit sort of... Well, you have to get used to it, basically. It's like every game. But it's actually good to get used to the game instead of just bumbling in head first and going, oh, I think I'm doing it all right. So... when it comes to your online play, you can play with your party, so you can play with up to 8 friends in one game, or you can take a couple of your friends online, so you can play like I am online. Unfortunately, I suck at this game online, so I normally play with my friends, because it's easier to destroy them than it is to even think about trying to destroy people online. Now, what you want to take into consideration with this game is that as it's fully customizable, people may have the same idea as you when it comes to what your gelatinous character could look like. So there may be like 6 other people dressed up as Pikachu and a person dressed up as Donald Trump. You do have the customizations of Rick and Morty in this game as well, so that is quite cool. But everything is, as said, it's customizable, and it's more fun that you've got your own personality on a character. There are a ton of presets to actually choose from if you don't want to spend the time, but in honesty, spending the time to customize your character takes about 5 minutes, not even that, and you can have a personalized gelatinous character to your heart's content. So yes, this has been Game Beasts. I actually really enjoy this game, and when it comes down to the whole like giving it a rating and everything, it's getting better. When I first gave this, I was really overhyped that this game had come out, and unfortunately the downsides with the servers and other issues there were sort of put me off the game a lot. But after seeing the work they've done, it's a lot more stable now, and I sort of gave it a too high a mark when I first did this originally. So my mark for this game is going to be a 7 out of 10. And the reason why I'm going up to a 7 out of 10 and not a 6.5 or a 6 like every other person's done when it comes to reviewing is because it's a fun party game. You have to take the consideration when these games come out, they're aimed at certain audiences. This game is for every single person who enjoys beating up their friends, brothers, family members. If you've got a couple of kids and you've got you think you're better than them, bring them onto this and see what you think, because this is a good way to solve arguments, who's best at what. So this has been Hybridsteel of Hybridsteel Gaming. Thank you very much for joining me, and this has been Game Beasts on the PlayStation 4. If you have liked this review or any of the others I have done on my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and the notifications button to keep up to date. So thank you very much for joining me. This has been Hybridsteel of Hybridsteel Gaming. Peace out.